Hi, Bruna. It's a pleasure having you with us. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello everyone, the pleasure is mine. I am an architect in Brazil. I came from Brazil, and in Brazil I worked as an architect for almost 14 years.
How was your work in Brazil?
In Brazil, I worked by myself as an architect. I used it to manage constructions works. I did the designs of homes and the buildings, renovations to ensure the desires of the clients, to make sure that they have the best in appreciates their homes and everything that. So for me, I was working by myself. It was very good. It was a hard work, but in the end, it was when I did deliver to the client. It was so good. It was like, oh, I did this. It is a
You did it.
yeah, I did. It was like a proud of the deliverable of the worker.
Okay. So tell us about the experience to be in Canada.
Last year, I came to Canada to study English first, but when I was here, I liked it very much, so I decided to improve my career doing this program at Centennial College, the project management program. So for me, it was like a great a different approach to my career, to my knowledge, to improve my career and my knowledge. So Canada is have a global environment, and I knew different people here. So I'm liking here, Canada.
What do you like the most in this program?
This program offers me a broad knowledge. I can do many courses like leadership, fundamentals, business, and for me it's very interesting because I can now understand better the project management, how a project manager works, how to lead a team, how to schedule times, how do a better planning. So for me and my career, and it's very important.
And to finish this interview, tell us what's the most difficult part to be here in Canada.
For me, the most difficult in being here in Canada is to be apart from my family. My son stayed in Brazil. All my family is there in Brazil, and the weather it's not so good. I prefer warmer weathers. So for me, it's more difficult to be here.
Thank you very much, Bruna. I hope you have a very successful career as a project manager.
It's my pleasure. I am that. Thank you very much. Hi, Mauricio. Good to see you. Can you make a brief description about yourself?
Yes, of course. I'm from Mexico City. I'm a civil engineer, and I am here attending the project management program in Centennial.
Why did you choose the Centennial College and Canada?
Well, firstly, because the experience of living in another country and other culture than mine, I was here last year spending a very good time in the summer, and I think that Toronto is a very nice city to live in. And I choose Centennial College because it seems like this college is very friendly with international students like me.
What are your expectations about project management program at Centennial?
Well, I got into the project management program because I think it matched very well with my civil engineer background, and it's a good way to improve my skills and introduce myself into global environments. I would like to have more competitive profile to adapt myself and introducing to international markets.
What do you think about the planning and scheduling lecture?
Well, I think it's the best of the best.
So next up, I would like to welcome you, the third member of Nova Scotia's team, Victoria. Um, Victoria, it is a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me. We're really excited to be here.
We would love to get to know you a little bit better. Can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, of course. So I was born and raised here in Markham, Ontario, and I went to Western University for kinesiology.
Kinesiology? What is that?
Kinesiology is the study of human movement. So shortly after I graduated from university, I worked in rehabilitation, specializing in chronic pain.
How did you end up at Centennial College for project management?
Well, I was working full-time both as a practitioner and project coordinator. So I realized that I really excelled at project coordinating, and I really enjoyed the challenge of working with many different people. So I felt that, project management would be the next best step to advance my career.
Oh, okay. And there are many colleges in Toronto that offer the project management course. Why Centennial College?
Well, Centennial College was close to home, so I'm able to take care of my parents and study at the same time. And Centennial College is one of 2 colleges that offers an internship program. So I'm able to better my network and also further my experience through the internship.
Okay, so now that you're here, how does it feel?
Well, it's actually pretty challenging. I didn't expect that there'd be so much group work and that there'd be so many readings, because there's multiple textbooks for class, and it's very different from university. I'm used to writing research papers compared to learning so much theory.
Well, that seems challenging. And how did you manage your workload?
Well, right now I'm prioritizing group work and I'm reading whenever I can, but honestly, it's very tough to have group work due at the same time as our midterms, and I think that's just poor planning on the administration's part.
Okay, and aside from the workload, what do you think about your professors?
I really enjoy my professors at Centennial College. They all have such fresh perspectives that they bring because they have such diverse backgrounds. And I've had a couple of professors reach out to me because, they want to better gauge my goals and my needs, and it's very different from university. The class sizes are a lot smaller, and I get to personally know my professors and my classmates, and it feels like a small community. We get to succeed together and also suffer together.
Well, that sounds like a definition of community, and thank you for your insights and for interviewing with me today.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me. All right, so last but not least, we have Sara. So could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, so my name is Sara. I'm from Brazil. I have a bachelor degree in civil engineering, and now I'm enrolled in the first semester of project management at Centennial College.
All right, so how is your experience at Centennial College in regards to the content?
Well, from my professional perspective, I had a pleasant surprise. Even though I had some similar courses on my Bachelor of Engineering, I found that now I can devote more time learning the project management tools and also to know myself better. When we start, I had many professors that did some surveys in order to help us understand our characteristics and learning styles. And I think this is very useful because we can see what are our strengths and also the flaws that we need to work on it to be better prepared to start working.
Do you have another experience you'd like to share with us today?
Yes, one thing that I have the pleasure to have here is to meet people from all over the world. One of my personal dreams is to travel and know the different kinds of traditions, beliefs, and cultures. And since I cannot even have an idea when I'm going to start doing that, I can have this experience here at Centennial College.
All right, and what about Toronto? Is there anything you'd like to say about the city?
Yes, one thing that I found particularly interesting is the amount of green places that we have here, even in downtown. Mm-hmm. And I think this is very different from a city which has almost 3 million people. Another small issue that I'm still struggling a little bit is the transportation. The system works well and I can go anywhere with just one ticket. The problem for me is the amount of time that we spend on bus. But since I learned that now students at Centennial College has free access to LinkedIn Learn, I could transform this time in a very productive time. So I think that's great.
Yeah, it really does sound great. Yeah, thank you for speaking with us today, Sara.
No, thank you for having me and let me share my insights about Centennial College. I hope to see you around at Centennial campus.